Today we are going to discuss one of the important topic about which most of the questions are put up in ISTQB certification examination. Good morning everyone. I am Taran from Part 2 Shine. I have been giving software testing trainings for more than a decade and I am a founder of Part 2 Shine. And I have given numerous trainings to different companies like Capgemini, Cognizant, NIET, Gensert Technologies, and many more other companies across the globe. I have started the initiative of making short tutorials for the candidates who want to make career in software testing field. And I'm also going to start the new batches from next month. For enrolling into the next batches, you can click on the link which is given below. All the details are mentioned in that link. So let's come over the topics. Today we are going to understand the differences between different terminologies which is used by our software testers. We come across bug, we come across defect, we come across error, we come across failure, we come across mistake. So do you have any idea what does this terminology means? There is a difference between a bug and a error. There is a difference between a defect and a failure. So if you want to make career in your software testing field, you should be very much aware of the differences between these terms. And you should always use these terms accordingly when is the right place. So first of all, we are going to discuss about error or mistake. So error and mistake are one and the same in software testing terminology. Error means a small mistake which is done by any person of the team. For example, suppose BA, business analyst, he create a document of BRS that is called as business requirement specification. In that document, he write 12 instead of 15. Suppose there is some data which is given by a client that I want the value of this field less than 12, and by mistake BA write it as 15. Then whole software will be created on the wrong, based on the wrong requirements. So this small error which is done at the very initial state in requirement state, that is called as error or mistake. It is not called as defect. Mind, this is very important to know. The error which is done at the initial phase or small mistake in the documents or in the design documents, they all come under as error or mistake. Now what happens, suppose the software tester test the software. The software is being developed and designed. Now comes the testing part. And now what happened when the software tester tests the project and the software tester, he or she see that there is a deviation between the requirement of the user and the software, then that is called as a defect. For example, we take one example. Suppose there is some data field in which the client asks that the small capitals, small letters are not allowed. But what happened when the software tester is testing the software, and in that software the small letters are allowed, and then that is called as a defect or bug or fault. So defect, bug and fault are one and the same. They three are the same terms. So never get confused between these terms. If someone says you that this is a defect, then it is also a bug and it is also the fault. So these three terms are same. It means the deviation between the user requirement and the actual software is called a defect. Now comes the third part, that is called as the failure. So what is failure? Failure is the most risky part of any software project. What happens when there is a defect or there is an error or mistake, whatever it is, and then that software is delivered to the customer, and if customer sees that this is not what I wanted in the software, and he see there is a deviation between the required features in the software, and that software is not prepared according to his requirements. Then if the user is not satisfied with the software and there is a deviation between his requirements and the actual software at the customer base or at the user base, it is called as a failure. And report says that 50 to 80% of the software are prone to failure. So being a great tester, you should avoid all these things. How to reduce the failure of any software. So in the later videos, we will be discussing what are the different reasons of the software failure, so that the software tester should keep in mind all that factors by which the chances of failure occur, and they should reduce the likelihood of getting failure in any project. Thank you so much.